Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc's Holiday Schlock, where it's a review of the movie Sweet 16. And wow, was this movie ever boring. How boring was it? I tried watching it 4 times and fell asleep, and then kept waking up at the wrong time to find out what the big reveal was, and I was confused. So I finally got to watch all of it, and I now realize why I fell asleep. This movie was completely boring. It's a story of a young girl named Melissa whose family moves to this new town, and apparently Melissa wants to basically get with all the boys in town. But every time something happens to where she goes to be with a boy in town, the boys wind up dead. And they all think Melissa has something to do with it. Well, more bodies keep piling up. The sheriff tries to investigate what's going on. His Nancy Drew-like daughter is trying to help investigate with him. And the more bodies keep piling up because Melissa keeps going out with more boys and basically is feeling like, I want to be a little slut and all this other crap. So, yeah. She goes skinny dipping. She does all kinds of stuff to do whatever it takes to be with a boy. And, yeah. Pretty much just, again, every time she goes out with a boy, they wind up dead in some gruesome way. The kills in the movie were not all that great. It was just boring, and the movie became pretty predictable who the killer was. But again, this movie was just plain boring. It's an early 80s horror movie. Of course, Melissa is going to be turning 16 years old very, very soon. Everybody wants to come to her party. Let me tell you guys something. You want a pretty good birthday-related horror movie? Happy Birthday to Me. That one was excellent. Good twist at the end. This one's twist, dull and boring and stupid and kind of predictable. But let's get to that real quick before I bore you guys into insurmountable tears. It turns out the killer is... dun 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 dun! Melissa's mother! Yes, because apparently Melissa's parents are a little overprotective of their little girl, but Mom's a little bit more overprotective because she kills all the boys that sweet, innocent, virtuous Melissa's getting with. Yeah. Anyway, apparently Melissa's mom hears voices in her head from the time that her mom used to do the same thing to her, and yeah, it's all idiotic. I don't know, gang. I tried to watch this all the way through, and I kept waking up, and I just kept wondering, like, who's that woman they got tied down? Why does she have a knife, and who is she, and all this? So, yeah. And when I found out it was Melissa's mom, and she's doing all this because basically she wants to believe that her daughter's going to be virtuous and all this other crap, yeah, that was going to happen. Yeah. Probably going to happen about as much as, I don't know, the Cubs winning the World Series. I hated saying that, I really did, because I'm from Illinois, so yeah. Anyway, so Melissa's mom is the killer. Whoop-de-doo. Like you didn't see that coming. And she's nuts. So there you guys go. The movie ends with Melissa walking away, and apparently she starts hearing voices in her head too. Luckily, there was not a Sweet 16 2. They probably would have called it Sweet 17 or Psycho 17. I'm not 100% sure, but I really did not like this movie. But if you did, or if you didn't, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of it. And, of course, if you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. And send me a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, or fantasy horror movie you thought was seriously bad. So until next time, thanks for watching, and as always, for Doc's Holiday Schlock, stay strong and rock on. I hear voices in my head, they talk to me, they understand.